One time at Karen's Diner, I got called the Slimmet.
Can I just get the Karen seasonal waffle bowl and the nutty Karen? You do realise that dessert is huge. I doubt you're going to eat it. You look like you're bulimic.
Humai and comfy awkward laugh.
Hey folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. What you saw here was a scene what you get from Karen's Diner. Yes, unfortunately the restaurant chain Karen's Diner collapsed owing $4.3 million. Hobart restaurant owed $6,000. Okay, looks like Karen's out of business. I mean the restaurant, that is. A Tasmanian small business owner has been left filming over the collapse of restaurant chain Karen's Diner, which has left her $6,000 out of pocket. News.com.au previously report on May 30th, Virtual Ventures Australia, Pty Limited, went into voluntary administration, which was the company behind several Karen's Diners pop-up stores around the country. The restaurant was centered around the gimmick of the staff pretending to act rudely towards customers as Karens, and first came to Australia in 2021. A liquidators report obtained by news.com.au and filed with the corporate regulators shows that the company has racked up $4.3 million worth of debt by the time of its demise, including from intercompany loans, and has 56 creditors who have lodged claims for money they are owed. Megan Ma, 32, runs the popular tasty Korean chicken in Hobart alongside with her husband, is one of the unsecured creditors caught up in the company's collapse. Representatives from Karen's Diner approached her several months ago about running a Karen's on Tour Diner event, where she would provide the venue and food for a ticket event. She went ahead and ran the event, providing seating and food to 400 patrons over the 2 days, in the disbelief she would be paid afterwards. But instead, just days later, Karen's Diner went bust, leaving her $6,000 in the hole. That's a very big loss for us in this time, Miss Ma told news.com.au. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I guess it's better not to do business with Karen then. Miss Ma says Karen's Diner did a tour in Hobart where they were approached a number of business owners, including her. They would sell tickets to the event and use their own waiters, while she would provide the venue and the food, and also the other back of house roles and cleaning duties. She would then invoice them for her own costs. They didn't pay anything up front. They paid after the event, Miss Ma explained. Everything went smoothly for the first time. This went ahead, so she agreed to host the second event, but this time something was different. Usually they contact us before the event, but this time they didn't. She recalled one of the staff contacted us a day before, which is not really well organized. On May 26 and 27, around 400 customers came to eat her famous Korean fried chicken, where Karen Diner's employees greet them with insults and jibes. 2 days later, Miss Ma sent them an invoice of $6,404 for her service, but the very next day, the company has appointed liquidators. Making her more angry is the fact Karen's Diner was in discussion with liquidators well before the event. A liquidators report revealed that the firm had a meeting with liquidators 4 days earlier, but still allowed the event at Tasty Korea Chicken's restaurant to go ahead. Oh boy. According to the report, Chris Johnston and Andrew McCabe of the consulting firm Wectex Advisors held a meeting with the company over Microsoft Teams on May 22nd. During the meeting, they outlined the options available for the directors, including voluntary administration and creditors' voluntary liquidation. There were several more meetings, and they also met the accountant and were provided with financial documents pertaining to the operation of Karen's Diner. Finally, on May the 30th, Mr. Johnson and Mr. McCrae were appointed as joint liquidators. The restaurant chain has assets estimated to be worth just $100,000, making Miss Ma fearful she would never recover her missing money. She only took over the Tasty Korea chicken joint in 2021, and every dollar counts at the moment amid the cost of living crisis. The new business owner still had to pay her 6 staff members from the work and otherwise has to wear the cost. The electricity has increased, the ingredients costs have increased as well. It's everything, she said. We're trying to keep selling our prices, not increase too much compared to the percentage of goods increasing. Okay, it looks like try to keep costs down or try to maintain appropriate cost for both hotels, restaurants, and diners. So the parent company of Viral Venture Australia, Viral Venture Global, previously told news.com.au all Sydney stores of Karen Diner remain open as they were operate under a separate business. So Karen Diner first launched in Australia through its Sydney store in October 2021, and since then several more stores open, another one in Sydney, another one in Adelaide and Brisbane. They also launched a free pop-up Karen Diners in Melbourne, the Gold Coast, and Perth, as well as opening up Karen's Diner on tour. All those pop-ups have since shut down due to the liquidation. News.com.au contact Virtual Ventures for further comment. Karen Diners is no stranger to controversy. The restaurant chain was forced to apologise in the past after staff took their rudeness act a little too far. In July, an employee at the Brisbane store made sexually inappropriate comments towards a 14-year-old girl and her father, saying the girl was on OnlyFans and her dad was a pedophile. Oh gosh. The store was also called out for body shaming a bold man in Brisbane, slamming the joke as cruel. In November, the ABC report staff were considered formal action over claims of sexual and physical harassment. Okay, it looks like a toxic workplace from the sounds of it. Anyway, folks, what do you reckon? Do you reckon this woman has a bit of bad luck when she hosted this Karen's on Tour event? Let your thoughts know in the comments section. Anyway, have a good day.